A towering pillar of courage has been unveiled in Ipswich, west of Brisbane, where a year ago tonight almost a third of the city was flooded. Ceremonies to mark the first anniversary of the Queensland floods continued today, with the focus turning to the worst hit areas of Ipswich.
It's Queensland's biggest flood marker, but even events this momentous sometimes hit a snag.
You're having a ripping time there.
With the strength and fortitude shown over the past 12 months, Ipswich's pillar of courage was finally unveiled. Standing at the height of the record 1893 flood, this marker has become a symbol, a storybook for future generations, and so much more.
It shows with mathematical precision how truly we live in a land of droughts and flooding rains. And despite all of those challenges, we wouldn't want to live anywhere else on earth.
The January flood was the third largest in the history of Ipswich. Almost 3,000 buildings were affected. What took one day to wreck has taken months to rebuild.
In a circumstance that could have brought you to your knees, you dug deep and you found a reserve of strength. And that strength and that courage has seen you through a very difficult, long and painful 12 months.
The victims lost in the deluge were remembered in silence. For those who lived through the trauma, the anniversary is a time to reflect on a journey that's not over yet.
Oh, it's just the spirit of Goodna. It's just the way we all are, I suppose.
And a chance to see how far neighbours have come.
To actually see these people move back in the houses, that's the greatest reward, mate.
Doves were released as a sign of hope for the future. But the memories, good and bad, still linger.
Some of them are the smallest things. The rain on the roof that will cause us to become tense for a few more summers yet.
And for the many volunteers in the orange uniforms, the Prime Minister made a personal visit to say thanks.
That it was the sight of you, the sight of your uniform, everything that it signified about help being at hand that enabled people to get through.
It was here where it all began, the mighty Bremer River, which broke its banks and with it lives. A year on, locals gathered to see a stone of courage unveiled. A monument to human resilience etched in adversity. Francine Norton, ABC News.